Top 10 Most Poisonous Spiders in the World. While most arachnids are considered harmless to humans, there is a select group of species capable of serious consequences and even death due to their highly toxic bites. Next, here are the 10 spiders with the most harmful poisons. Number 10. Yellow sac spider. Of the Chiracanthium species, this spider is designated as responsible for the majority of bites in the world. Very common, so it is found on several continents and gets its name from the fact that its abdomen can swell and give the impression of a huge sac. It measures between 0.11 and 0.39 inches, and its colors are very showy, bearing an intense yellow that alerts of a lethal substance inserted in it. Luckily, it does not attack human beings willingly. However, it is preferable not to disturb it because its danger lies in generating a serious infection by methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus after biting. Normally, its bite causes intense pain followed by symptoms such as fever, muscle cramps, and nausea. There are even cases in which it has induced a coma. The yellow sac spider is not as docile a creature as we might think. Females can do a lot of damage in order to defend their eggs, since its venom is a cytotoxin that can cause unpleasant necrotic lesions. Number 9. Indian Ornamental Tarantula. Also known as the Indian tree tarantula, it is a species belonging to the Theraphosidae family. With its impressive size, the male averages its length by about 7 inches and the female by 8.5 inches. It inhabits the eastern and western Ghats of India, exactly in holes of tall trees where it weaves its asymmetric funnel nets. According to experts, the Indian ornamental spider has the most deadly poison of all tarantulas. But what is striking is that many people choose to catch it to have it as a pet, ignoring that this arachnid requires respect and much caution because it is usually very defensive. It is extremely fast, and if it can't escape a perceived threat, it will bite, injecting its powerful poison capable of sending you to the emergency room. The symptoms of its bite can vary from localized pain and joint stiffness, accompanied by nausea, to aggravation of pain. Undoubtedly, due to its aggressive nature, it would be a bad choice for beginner tarantula breeders and, in fact, for any of us. Number 8. Chinese bird spider. This 8-legged creature is a type of tarantula found in southern China and Vietnam. Despite its name, the bird spider generally feeds on small rodents and insects, which it hunts by emerging from its deep burrows. Its length is around 8 inches, making it relatively large compared to other Chinese species. According to Liang Songping, a biology professor at the Hunan Normal University, it is considered one of the most ferocious and highly poisonous arachnids recognized in this Asian country. Its poison has neurotoxic peptides called Huan toxins, or that cause severe nerve damage, which makes the victim unable to move and can also cause death if not treated by a doctor immediately. This undesirable tarantula has at least one infantile death in its registry, and it is known that its bite is so deadly that it can annihilate small mammals with minimum doses. Number 7. Redback spider. Latrodectus hasseleti is a cousin species of the fearsome black widow with whom it is often confused by its physical resemblance. Of Australian origin and with a short extension to New Zealand and Japan, it can be recognized by its particular red stripe on its abdomen, although there are those who may have another figure or perhaps none. With 0.39 inches in length, although this creature is not aggressive, when it feels threatened or when it protects its eggs in the case of females, its bite can be fatal. The pain it causes is unbearable, and the affected area must be treated with the respective antidote quickly. The encouraging thing is that only up to 20% of the bites are poisonous, because the redback spider will bite the dose it injects. However, it does not stop being potentially dangerous, since its poison possesses a mixture of neurotoxins called alpha-latrotoxins, which can lead to the condition of ladrodectism, whose effects are generalized pain, fever, muscle spasms, and cardiac acceleration, and the body becomes rigid until it ends in death. Number 6. Brown recluse spider. Also known as the corner spider or violinist spider, it's one of the most poisonous, and is part of this top on its own merits, as it can cause death in a matter of 1 hour, one of the fastest of which there is evidence of. The first name comes because it usually hides behind furniture, paintings, and other dark and warm corners, while the second is due to the silhouette in the form of a violin that it has on its head. Their fangs are very small, so in many cases their bite can't be felt, and may also favor not administering a significant dose of their venom. However, if applied considerably, it can be deadly. The toxic substance that it possesses destroys the walls of the blood vessels near the bite, sometimes causing a large ulcer on the skin. The wound may require several months to heal, and because there's no effective treatment, it can become infected, which could end in disgrace for the victim. Number 5. Black widow spider. Scientifically called Latrodectus mactans, it is responsible for more than 2,500 annual visits to poisoning victim control centers in the United States alone. It is the most popular spider of its kind and the most terrifying in the world due to its highly toxic glands. It inhabits the warm zones of North America and a variety of environments such as woodpiles, burrows, or in between plants that support its web. The red hourglass figure on her abdomen makes it possible to recognize the female, who can measure about 1.5 inches long, being up to 4 times larger than the male. Females are the most abundant since they prey on their partner after copulation. For that reason, it was called Black Widow. Its bite is unbearable and can even cause death if not treated in time. According to reports, its poison is considered 15 times stronger than that of the rattlesnake. Wow! And it is that its lethal substance has a family of related neurotoxins called latrotoxins. The severity of the effect will depend on the dose received, the physical condition, and the age of the victim. In general, children and older adults are more likely to experience unpleasant symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, faintness, respiratory distress, and chest pain. Number 4. Brown widow spider. This creature is a close cousin to the black widow and the redback spider, so it is synonymous with danger and lethality. Cataloged within its genus as Latrodectus geometricus, it is a cosmopolitan species that can be found in various parts of the world and is believed to have originated in South Africa. On average, the female measures 1 inch and the male 0.5 inches. Like all Latrodectus, the brown widow has neurotoxic venom that it uses to annihilate its prey and defend itself. Its poison is considered twice as powerful as that of the black widow itself. However, as it is not as aggressive by nature, it only injects a small dose when it bites. Even so, they can't be trusted, since these spider bites have been associated with the death of 2 people in Madagascar in the early 90s. Number 3. Six-eyed sand spider. Originally from the desert regions of southern Africa, this intimidating and agile six-eyed spider is one that people have to be very, very careful about. It can grow to around 1.95 inches. Although it is fun to see how it buries itself to be comfortable or wait for a prey, when it really attacks, it is to be feared. It's not without a reason that it carries the scientific name of Sicarius, which means murderer. Now, although their shyness and lack of preference for being close to human makes the bite records of this species minimal, toxicological studies have shown that their venom is particularly harmful, with a hemolytic effect that causes the rupture of red blood cells, the release of hemoglobin in the surrounding fluid, and necrotic because it generates the accidental death of cells, causing leaks in the blood vessels and irreversible tissue destruction. Number 2. Sydney funnel web spider. This Australian arachnid, considered the most feared in its own country, is named after the shape of the cobwebs it weaves to catch its victims. Of nocturnal habits, its size in average is 2 inches and can reach a maximum of 2.75 inches. The male is fiercer and tends to wander during the hot months in search of a receptive female to mate. Therefore, it can occasionally appear in swimming pools in garages or sheds in urban areas, increasing the risk of human contact. Its sting initially is very painful due to the acidic pH of its venom and, in addition, by the power of its fangs that are able to penetrate the skin. The Atrax robustus, as it is scientifically called, contains a great variety of toxins, included under the name of atracotoxin. This can cause local effects to be followed by systemic poisoning with symptoms such as tingling around the mouth, involuntary contractions of the facial muscles, nausea, excessive sweating, and respiratory distress. You should know that although there is an effective antidote since 1981, you shouldn't be overly confident because a bite can end your life in just 15 minutes. Number 1. Brazilian wandering spider. Yes, friends, you are watching the most poisonous arachnid species in the world according to specialists and the Guinness Book of World Records itself, the Brazilian wandering spider. aka the wandering banana spider. It inhabits the tropics of South and Central America and reaches a length of 6.6 inches with extended legs. It often looks for dark places to hide during the day and is more active at night. It is considered very aggressive, and when it feels threatened, it acquires an impressive posture, showing its fangs predisposed to attack. Its bite is highly dangerous and can cause the death of an adult in a matter of minutes because its venom has a neurotoxin called PHTX3, which in a precise concentration generates loss of muscle control and respiratory distress, resulting in a pulmonary and cardiac paralysis. Additionally, the toxic substance also produces intense pain, swelling, nausea, hypothermia, and even priapism. That is, an erection that lasts several hours, and far from being satisfactory, it is unbearable. The treatment must be carried out as soon as possible, since human losses have been reported even after receiving the respective antidote. You already know, the Brazilian wandering spider will not forgive you if you dare to challenge its power. If you too were terrified to discover the most poisonous spiders in the world, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, activating notifications so you don't miss a single video. Until next time, guys!